Akon City, a $6 billion futuristic Wakanda big city in Senegal, was abandoned. In 2018, Akon announced that he's going to construct Akon City in Senegal to be the biggest city in Africa, to be the best city in Africa, to be the beautiful city in Africa, to be the best secure city in Africa, to be the best equipped city in Africa. In simple terms, take it as a model city for Africa. But as of now, July 2025, the project has stopped. Was it a scam? I can't tell you. But this is what we're promised, and this is what we got. Yes, because as of now, when you try to go to the land, 2 square miles of land that were given to Akon by the government of Senegal, remember, on that land there are thousands of people who were uprooted, who were deserted, who were chased away from that land, so that can be given to Akon to construct, to build that big, magnificent Wakanda look-like city in Black Panther. And it was to cost $6 billion for it to stand. As from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, up to 2025, nothing is on ground apart from this building, a reception, but this is what is on ground. And those people who were displaced, who were uprooted from that land, 2 square meters of land, the people who were uprooted from that land were to be compensated. But till now, no single coin was given or was delivered to these people who were uprooted from their land. Now the government says, the Senegal government says, because the project is not moving, you only have one unfinished structure. What you see here, one unfinished structure. I want to say you something more. One unfinished structure. This is how it is. How can you see? Yeah. That is the only structure we have in Senegal, Akon City. That's the only structure we have. Bro, that is the $6 billion that can construct, that can deliver, that can give you. Bro, this is what we ordered. All right, this is what we ordered, and we got this. All right, that was what we've got. Now, why it's like this? Why it's like this? It's like this because Akon, you know, sometimes you can bite what you can't chew. And I think Akon did the same. All right, did the same. He bet why he can't chew, and now the guy can't do it. I think Akon could have done something, but because of maybe the management, because maybe he is a singer, a public figure, an influencer, he lacks the knowledge how to build the city, how to collect the money, how to get the money. And for him thought bringing in or introducing a coin, and a coin, remember, he introduced the coin as for African rich people to buy coins like a Bitcoin, but this one is a coin. African big people, rich people, to be buying those coins, right? So that Akon can get the money to build a city. But as we talk right now, when you go to that Akon website or Akon account, there is less than $1. The balance is less than $1. maybe it's less than a penny. It's less than a penny. That's the balance Akon has on a coin, right? So was this a scam? I can say it was a scam, and I can say it wasn't a scam. Why? Because Akon thought he can do it. Bro, let me tell you this. Akon is a good person. Akon is a good man. Akon is a good gentleman. Akon is an philanthropist. There are a lot of projects he has done and finished them in Africa, like water, solar power, even loads. Yeah, he has started and accomplished some projects in Africa for the good of African people. We thank you, Akon. Thank you very much, gentleman, for doing that stuff. But maybe this was so big for you, and you never thought how it will end. Bro, the gentleman just had a vision and wanted that vision to come true, but not knowing where to get the money. Maybe he thought he would still be big and he would still be getting more money through music, that he can build that city. But eventually, as of now, you can ask some people and tell him, I thought Akon is dead. Some people are asking, you think, you mean Akon is still alive? I thought Akon is dead. Bro, the gentleman is still there. He's not dead. But he's not maybe still active in the music. Maybe. What's going on? I can't tell, but that's the situation as we talk right now. Now, the government of Senegal is trying to reclaim the land, the two square meters that were given to Akon to build that city. The government is now reclaiming the land because no roads were constructed. Akon says the government had to construct roads, had to bring in electricity, had to bring in water, all right? Those basic stuff, schools, hospitals, and for him was to construct the bigger picture, okay? The other things in the city. Now, between Akon and the government of Senegal, who failed who? The government gave in the land, all right? They settled people, uprooted the people from that land and gave the land to Akon, 2 square meters. And Akon did this, only built this, only built this. Akon only built that. That's what you can find on that land. We were promised a lot. A beautiful big city. Look like, bro, this would look so amazing. Resort of Africa, African Open Bazaar. Bro, this was so amazing. Bro. Parking structure, mall, casino, resort, spa. Ooh. All this was to be in the city. Take 4, take 3, take 2, take 1. That means what? That means what? Take 1, take 2. Office building, police station, fire division, outpatient clinic. Bro, this was a beautiful city. And this looks like a Dubai. Education 2, education 3, education. Bro, this was to be a magnificent, beautiful, wonderful city. But the way the structures were made, bro, this is unrealistic. And when you try to look at the structure that's there, bro, it looks alike. You see, just look at the structure. It looks alike. There's another one I want to show you. Okay, it's this one. Just look at this one. Okay, it looks alike. The reality, what we have, and the vision. This is what we are promised, and this is what we have. All right, the Akon city, it was a scam. It was a scam because $6 billion. If they can only give us this $6 billion, if they can only give us this, bro, who took the money? Who ate the money? Was this money in place or it wasn't in place? They just estimated that we will need $6 billion, and Akon embarked on the load of looking to where to get the money. And at the end of the day, he failed to get the money. Why he never partnered with some African big people? In Africa, there are some rich people. Why he never partnered with them? Why he never partnered with some big rich people in the US? Why he never did that? Because it would have been easier for Akon if he partnered with some rich people in the US. That, you know what, we want a model city in Africa, and a deal is like this. Let's do this. We'll be getting from it this way. That would have happened, and it would have been fun. Akon failed himself, I think. He never maybe did anything. Maybe his team failed him. They never did anything. They thought when they go with a coin, right, Africa Bitcoin, maybe they'll get what they want. They'll get the money. But Africa is a poor country. Africa is so poor. I tell you, Africa is so poor. Though there are some big rich people, but Africa is so poor. Alright? So you can't just think of creating a business, a Bitcoin for Africa, with the society you are introducing that a coin, bro. It's black. It's blank, bro. They don't know anything about Bitcoin. They don't know anything about it. So how will they participate? How will they buy those coins? Bro, how are you going to get money? All right? So I think Akon failed himself, and the government of Senegal failed Akon. All right? Because who are supposed to pay the people who are owning this land? Akon was the one supposed to pay. Has he ever paid? No. But now Akon is saying, all what you see is a propaganda. All what you see in media is a propaganda. Akon says, Akon reveals that Akon City, all right, is still moving forward, despite reports that the project has been abandoned. When you are doing something that big in Africa, specifically with all those agendas tied to it, they are gonna try to discredit it for it not to happen. All right, that's why he's saying the project is still going on, but the propaganda, they are trying to discredit it so that it doesn't happen. But for him, says it's gonna happen, it's gonna be there. But this is the reality. This is the vision. This is what we are promised. This is what we ordered, and this is what we got. So I think this was a scam. Akon just failed himself. Akon just thought he can do it without knowing how to do it. Maybe he might have thought he would do something, bro, not knowing exactly how to do it. All right, even that can be. But where's the money? You mean he sent the money on the ground and somebody ate the money? And now we call that corruption. Who ate the money? Now Akon is the one to tell us. I got the $6 billion as I sent in Senegal to do to build the stuff, the city, and the government ate it, or somebody or anyone ate the money. Now is Akon to prove that he sent the money? If he never sent the money, then Akon is shut up. Akon don't tell us anything. All right, but I love Akon. We love Akon. Akon is a good person. Akon is a good gentleman. But who scammed him into this? He had a vision, a good idea for this. But you know what? Africa is not easy. Africa is not simple. Basically, the African leaders, basically the African contractors, maybe if you get your own contractors from US and take them to Africa, they'll do the better job. But if you want to use African people, they'll steal that money and do nothing. Yeah. And I think that's what happened to Akon. Maybe is the gentleman still haven't got the money and still looking ways how to get the money to do the city. Let's just wait to see exactly what's going to happen, what's going to come out from him, right? Yeah, but that's what we have. That's what we only have in Senegal. Remember, 2 square miles of land. People were displaced. People were promised to be paid, and no one paid them. All right? Now, who is to blame? Akon, the government, who? I want to meet you in the comment section. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Tell me, what do you think about the Akon city? Was it a scam or something?